Hello and welcome back to the Linux Panic, the YouTube channel. In this video, I'm not going to show you a guide. Instead, I'm going to show you what I've done, and updates to the Linux Panic brand thing. Anyway, before we continue, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos, and make sure you give that notification bell a good old ring so you don't miss out on any notifications, and because we know YouTube likes to omit notifications sometimes. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Since last week's video, I now own the linuxpanic.com domain, and I now have a website. Probably wondering, well, Nick, what's the point of a website? Well, the point of a website is to gather everything that I do into one place. So, for example, my videos, my top videos, currently have a page here where it links through to Linux Panic, the YouTube channel. Currently it's sat at 61 subscribers. That's been doing very well. I cannot thank you enough for being subscribed to me. That means a huge deal to me, so thank you very much. I also have a blog section where I'm actually turning my videos into written tutorials. So to make it easier for people who may prefer a written tutorial, or if they're just doing a bit of quick Googling, this is what they come across first. And where it goes through everything. So in this case, I wrote this morning. And it's just going over how to install Wine on Ubuntu. Now, this also does include versions 20, the long-term support version, and 21.10, which are the current versions at the moment. I've gone through everything, added pictures and commands and all this to make it look proper as I would have done in the video. And I've also, linked it through as well as the GitHub, which has all the install scripts for Wine on Ubuntu. We also have, this is just me saying, hey, look, this is a thing now, so I'm going to do anything. And of course, these can all be organized by tag as well. Now, there's currently only 2 posts here at the minute, so you can only see 2. So there is that for the time being. There is an About Me section. I should probably change that to Meet Me instead of Meet the Team. That's the default that was provided. I've changed most of this, and yes, I use Arch, kind of. My main Linux operating system of choice is Manjaro, which the Linux crowd would know is a variation of Arch. So technically, I use Arch, kind of. Anyway, there's also a Contact Me section. Now, this is actually pretty good because this will send a message through to the Linux Panic email address, which is also something that I got at the same time. This came part of getting the website and the domain, which I'm actually very proud of. So any emails or the such, if just need to get in contact, you got an issue or something, you just send it here, and I'll endeavour to get back within 72 hours. Because I like to be able to help. It's just nice to be able to help. So also this bottom bar here, you may see it's called link by, actually links through to everything. Links through to my LinkedIn, my Twitch, my Twitter, my YouTube, my Discord, and links through to everything there. So the what I do part is just, I do tutorial videos. I actually test what I'm doing before I do it and before I make a video on it, so I then don't spout crap when I'm making a video, so you then understand that what I'm doing is what will actually happen for you, which is my intention. I want to make sure that you can repeat what I'm doing on screen. There's also quality guarantees, I guarantee that what I'm doing here should work for you, and if it doesn't, I will try and help. I've had a few people comment saying, hey, look, this hasn't worked as expected, but that's just down to various repositories not actually wanting to function. Because for you that are watching who've had issues with installing Wine in the past, and it still somehow works at the same time, it's just down to the Wine repositories not working correctly. Now that's just a Wine issue. That's a Wine HQ issue. That's how they set up their data repositories. But 9 times out of 10, it's just a hosting issue. So along with this, I also have a merchandise shop where you can get prints and stickers of pictures that I've actually taken, and the infamous Tux. Would you disobey Mr. Tux? That's my little joke. You can get Tux in various forms. You can get him in anything from a clock to a phone case to, if you ever so wanted it, a mini skirt. I know that was an option available from RedBubble, and I thought, may as well. That's just going to be funny just to see someone walking around in a mini skirt with tux and the pseudo. Like, would you ever disobey tux? Anyway, that's just a funny little joke. The reason why I don't actually have anything more complicated today, I don't feel too well, as you can hear on my voice. Viewers of earlier videos may have noticed that I used to sound like this as well. I just feel like crap at the moment. I'm all stuffed up, but there's not much I can do, so I'll just put it down to, like, I think it's season changing. Like, I don't know, like, my son's not been feeling too well, but my wife's okay, relatively, so I think it's just my body going, nah, let's have some fun. Hang on, I just need to have a drink. Also, you may have noticed an analytics section here. Now, this is something I've hooked up so I can see where you've been if in the last half hour. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't go any further back. This isn't correct for my location. It's 100 miles away from where I actually am. So, it is what it is. But basically, it can just show me what you've been doing, where you've been seeing it. As you can see here, I've been to the blog, I've been to the main page, the videos about me, the contact and how to install Ubuntu, as well as the start of the Linux Panic blog. I found that very nice. So it just helps me just make things better for you for when you come have a look. Also, we have this. We have my wine repository list. So I did recently add a new release 7 days ago for the Ubuntu 21.10 because that's a different set of it's different, but only just. It's like 2-word difference on the when you actually come to install the wine repository. So keep an eye out for that. If you watched the previous video, you would have seen the mistake I made there because I kept in all the mistakes. Because what's the point of making a video guide if the person who's making it won't also show the mistakes at the same time? I've done that a few times. I just find it's easier. I'm also working on a quick side project as well. A Minecraft data pack that I've carried on from a friend of mine. It's basically just making some changes here and there, make things easier. I changed some drops things, but that's an entirely different thing. You can have a look at it. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Also, part of the GitHub sponsors. So, if you fancied it, you could go sponsor me on a GitHub. Again, I'll leave the link in the description for it. Yeah, there's my ugly mug, I know. Haha. Anyway. So as you can see here, things have changed. Things are improving. I will be adding more of my videos into text format. And I'll be putting them here on the blog section. For videos in the future, I'll attempt to make a text version first and then a video version second. So that way, if you watch the video version and decide you also want to follow, if it's easier to follow on a text version, you can do so. Sorry, I had to have another drink there. But this is it. LinuxPanic.com is now a thing. I'm very proud of the progress I've made with it so far, and I cannot thank you, the viewer, enough. Back when I started this on November 2nd, I couldn't believe I would be sat at this point now where I have a video beyond 2,000 views, and I have one that's just slowly creeping towards 1,000, and over 50% of my videos above 100 views. That is insane to me, and I cannot thank you all enough. It means a huge deal. I will continue to make these videos, and I will not stop. Now, I am open to suggestions for what videos to make. So if you if you have a question or a video idea you think might be worth it, leave a comment, and I will attempt to make it. There have been a few comments now where people said, "Hey, how would you do this?" or "How would you do this?" and I've actually turned that into a video, just because it's a good idea. I just didn't think of it at the time. Anyway, I'd like to thank you very, very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Hitting the like button helps me know that you like it. I know if you hit the dislike button, you won't see it, but it still shows it for me so I can judge on what videos to make next. And remember, that notification bell does work on occasion if YouTube allows it. That's if YouTube allows it. Anyway, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. I'd like to thank my patrons, Raining, Hazmat and Ashley, for being subscribed over at Patreon. You can subscribe there for as little as $1 a month, where you can get early access to videos. And there we go. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching. You have been you, I have been Nick. You have been amazing. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.